Ejuada ekopim ifiada one day mpensemu ebre arope yes ebre one atrase se one ebeka ho ama nyina anim de atima wie pe ne atoato man Ghana ye die ne nkoso so no ukojina the new patriotic party mo national organizer ono ana ejema party no yewura John Boadu anope yensa akan ewa Uncle John makwa bibia boko party muti say you na che say the other organizer they need to organize all the national teams no I'm AFCON yet made in kunim dia they be dim there
you me that say mechi na mechi omo mo hwe nyina na what's the radio station e fa na what's
asinfo to splash takwa pure ana sefi assurance the beat FM ana Oxy 98.5 ana Denu ana Ferrebo Radio ana Coastal TV etuka semenka na ni nyina no ya kire agu eye Adom online so tikita odi ayi di nyina no obi opeso ko
so we betu ameka for helping
so obo am say
ana me ba
organizer
mechi eti for no omo mo hwe nyina party no the new patriotic party mu eye so I'm say yeah almost elections I was here nyina various leadership of the party nyame Adom ye wie ID na na do danko akufo ado as the flag bearer no ye ko asori wo ye friend saying aboso kan mosque e ko da nyame ase ye wie ye nanse anso no be kaya ye ko asori non denominational church wo Methodist Kesia wo Palladium and so yakoda nyame ase sisi ano de aka no ejumba ye on the ground to make sure say you be strengthen the party structures no na ye to abamaya ya protective vote no so na meche no ho adwuma na ye nti wonhu mi ana chese
but bia na ne kwa so
so far there say only say electoral commission e say omoma omhon so kakra woni momo ye say assembly election cry ebe na ebe ni say ochani assistant date ochinachi the last time omo ye bi omo ye there no region bi ye ne there wa say pasa me gidi say baby electoral commission ni age edui me gidi say so omo wo hawa ye nyina ye wo ho
e party panimu won to ni commission ni dis also pa
you see the usual Ghanaian character say oye adwuma or government institution na niema enkoye resources a ohia e de be ye adwuma ne nsan kan fi aban ho so ferry so be kan so suru so be kan that is the bottom line sika wo say ba eno be boa mo de aye adwuma no emba omuntumi nka I say national health insurance ametokwa wa betra aka say omuzika mba omde be ye adwuma da what be that what is a get fund for omo ye adwuma ho abekire o say for the last 3 quarters sika on the bar also omde ye adwuma what be that what is a DC bi abeka cho say district assembly common fund for almost a year emba omo na hia de aye adwuma o omutumi nka me ye MPC what is a omo common fund buy say abema and the my crowd no ID. You understand? I think that we need to change our attitude towards the way we see government, we see states. Ye sa me gidi say beboa. And no na kan on my electoral commission. Omo djuma ye no sometimes no. Uni omo kasa kuko say they okay. Yeah, we talk to them, we have discussions with them. Uni omo kasa kuko they tell you the problems. But who kokan and then no Ghana no o kan sama we MPP ni na aka enti ide befa ana yemfa we NDC ni enti no na o say o support ana eno na adwen enti brave no for some of us no you hardly see us championing the cause for them because the moment I made John Boadu meka no ebema NDC ni a sabi na dwemu enhyeda hu niema enko sibia o so hu no no ene ye nya kra I think say bibia o say yehwe
all right yeah that's it I'm sure say we'll follow NDC for countdown to Congress so far you're okay because
And so far, most of them, yeah, me now for. And money ya didn't say, but to me, I can't say your support to it. They make say I wish them well. Okay. Maybe this mobile campaign who say internal elections, the TBR no move we are. They work with each other. Ulu Sukra, still you are a member of the party. You need to work for the party. Party, you know, and your office spend a while to me a year. But one major thing, I have a campaign more because I'm now for it. Mean to me resist this year. But me try no more way,
which is
say the national organizer of the NDC, or your presidential senior presidential staffer. Professor Mills was on the campaign. He was assigned to. He was then the deputy national organizer of the NDC in 2008. He was assigned to Professor Mills. He was working with him in the castle and BBA. Because the last time Professor Mills America buyer or Watermark case. He was the leading person, national organizer or leading in Yema. A day before Professor Mills Bewu. Oko inaugurate bibi wo manprobi ho baby school dying almost all of a sudden we so there were few controversies no anka say nua beka say answer na obewu no o man nsaso ka say here I come Lord. Eventually it turns out say enya no kre na onya stroke and say it was not possible for him to have raised his hands and or catch and say our tapes of Nkofo a cool Professor Mills.
Why not? Okay,
what fire Jan? Say our tapes na Nkofo a cool Professor Mills. No, they are in the castle.
But say wait, any question? If he's on record as having said that, it won't work. Probably me follow here. Clearly, the national security and
as for this national security we have, they are the most biased national security ever. I'm saying it. This is John Boyd saying. No. BNI and national security. So we are proper national security. Because these
are state institutions. They are proper.
But that's why I'm a citizen of the country. I have the right to criticize a state institution if they are not doing what they are supposed to do. For instance, I mean, a brand new picking or city FME. Jen or Kain. Say a rubber at the cocaine 12.5 kilograms. Et to me for VVIP. National security more. We to me the afa the Atana play mo. I could do a brooch in the channel. Omu kra no mu national security wa no mu nim say here the way City FM no mu ko tie ye. Omu ko ye announcement omu ko ka say nipa no kra diplo. You quickly picked the person up. Now say national organizer. Oh, yes, senior government member. Et to me, say, our tape of Nkofo a cool young Kasaya presidents. And they are beneficiaries of the death of our presidents. Now, be seen there, Mom Pekina, Min Kasa Moya bias, Moya Deng. Be seen there, Mina was catching some Pekini Pano. And I'm friend in Bisano. Because the danger involved ain't yet just about the person dying. But the status of the president of the country, somebody worked in an office in the morning as vice president. By the time I always not a president of the country. Now say about mine, not president, but to be who without proper investigation by all of us. What precedent are we setting? Your vice president ought to walk into our office if that happens and come out as president of our country. I think this is the most dangerous statement ever heard coming from a senior member of government. And when you're there, I was say and I'm keeping quiet because they are in a contest. And all that. So, national security in China, the Croatia, same way, any national security concerns.
I see. All right. Ukojina Bandanswa, one of the young, energetic MPs on Ukuyayeti choosing any show. So, Obabua maybe Akane, Nadeshia or Banda. No one can put no money and was some Aka. But she be so on also Boasem Mara, I hold to a show in or the name the Nadine, a better actually Aboa. Ama Bibia Koso Ghana first. And young for Ahmed Ibrahim Ewa or Bakaba Biabako. And no, I can't drama AC Parliament. report na me tete no aka drama is
super Odimo ko
wo hwe na Brazil ja fola de o mabu nkam yes ye chere de na ehu dodo we de say me follow na dey see na boy hu as boy hu say dey see
yo me hu say me nka menua o man hero say na o man edi kan me de chia e mo edi ema menua no ma mo bana em say hu me a check akra because budget reading number even consider me me da kurampo ye kwa adwuma
yeah
na ne to asumi no so say me chia menua John na me ma no
Odi post on hwehwe
me 2 years ni o era me ka jere ni say so kaya me se mo party ni mo say o mo pese o mo ye bibi pa ji say o be fa ni party say
John
no mo say
2 years ni
2 years ni no mo nya ko ko ngre
Listen, odi post on me odi post ya say get out yo
inte nyamia manaba mo a ye da nyankupa asi na menua em say mo akeka nsem bebre no I can't drama see parliament and the member so but electoral commission sem na menua John kan let me say o man no mo ye die nsem nte wo say meka kakra fa nyame ncha de em say o mo de constitutional instrument na ye di koye assembly elections no electoral years no mo de ba parliament na send ye yen hihye ne tie na say take at least 21 sitting days 21 sitting days let me say anya about 11 days into the 70 crampo parliament nanka was say sorry 19th na even memne da crampo no ye consider say the memne da be ka ho say be ya days no be bantem in the ye the memne da ka ho crampo na gi say ye trans memne da ka ho crampo gi say sign the abia 19th no ye extending by 2 days it be around 21st 22nd 23rd and sana yatimi akọ recess any ye congress no so e kwa akohia em say Ghana first and they said there no one who am rashe bedwafo no crampo no be found it difficult going to Kumasi Congress, and coming back but as I say ehia say ye the duties to the nation first before the party nti akoba ne say e was say yes 10 the abia 21st 22nd and sana parliament at me akọ recess nti one who ye mu bi ukoto aba na wasan aba nti sana nhye wo ho no but I was say Ghana for one some rashe bedwafo no ye adwuma emu edin Ghana
so eno ne problem na America no electoral commission munim say ye assembly election 4 years what the constitutional instrument be kwa why do you put people under this stress why
nti nyame ya aduma eno de ye bayi eno so efro ne tosim no say Ghana for ye ko World Cup no Brazil no it took us 1 year na ye planning ne obe contain Cristiano Ronaldo out of the 32 countries here go World Cup no you see one better Cristiano Ronaldo so liado see obetumi contain no we see obetumi contain no obisa menua John o say ye amanyofo na ye wo mu no atamelse asem ya na mempese mbekasa afa ho bebre ba mse mo abisa ye nua ya boatenjan amane the version aba say nsem na people no chronicle say ochro no wan kanisa into with due respect to the Encampment Minister John say and yen fan to one because baby uka say yen koka sansem na one atamos Professor Mills or wabusia the National Security Fund to me your adwuma kry wabusia and say me mabusia ni sabi sabi producer and I be sa buy I mean ka say me tna wo
National Security
yes, exactly
exactly
into enyen sema e na on say send baby is it baby Ghana na dru no nsema e wo ho say ye count edoso
go for we by the same
exactly even topic 3 topics I would buy you can say ye can same way crampo na it will take us for a very long you want to me ma issues no so the Ghana dey when say bibira o say ye kasa e fa ho ni nyina me gidi say that's the essence of democracy
but it becomes extremely serious when John Erezi said one a state institution is selective and looking somewhat partisan. Especially when the death of a president, a key member of government, say, or information leading to, if that is the case.
And Nipana denies it is not true. One can he came out.
Now, this is a personal. Mr. I'm sorry. This is a personal. The last before the elections, he was caught on tape. Say, Oko Minister of Finance, No, call her or Bessia Corner, Dr. Conrad for whom is oh, Dr. Yaojan, the Obaha, Confon Sam Kwana Becca, no so bra, Kohumi Chief Director, or so Kohuno, or Koji Sika Emma, a boy, sir. Only almost or Koji Sika, Minister of Finance, so. And the man almost said, only almost Konomu named the ABC, and Untino, Omon Jim found more year no move Fendiga. On tape. This is the same person. Meaning operation. This is on tape. He later came out to say, "Oh, and the voice." This is a person who have a record of not speaking the truth.
But okay, so this is the person.
For me, and the tape is available. What they tell you? Nobody forced Yao Jan to speak in the first place. He was not under
but he can be misrepresented.
No, the tape is there. He was not represented by anybody. Mujitima, you have to play the tape. Sabi yenya kwara o kromo a. Yenya kwara. And asama wakano. The amoka about Haruna Seku and a Lord coming in Nema. It is under the same circumstance, campaign time. No akwa or kasa. You recorded it. Any attempt by Haruna Seku to say one kasa, you people insist say okasa. I'm surprised you are saying
equalization.
And equalization, it is a fact. Okay. And nobody is going to, especially until they are working. Unim asema they have what they are can. With all the difficulties we have in our country, or whatever, none of the difficulties is greater than the life of one individual in our country. Who can economic growth? Who can the human factor is the critical. More so where this person in question is the president of our country. There's nothing more important in our discussion in our country now.
Well, more
important than the death of our president.
Let me establish this. My viewers, actually, I'm handicapped when it comes to Yajan pronouncements. I mean exactly how he captured the West. From John, now I would say it is not the reality, it's an allegation. Until I get the full test of the ON, just give me the benefit of the doubt. My viewers also as well. Honorable, wouldn't I be privy to the own Sufis or Kaya? And well, you can help us.
Clearly speaking, I don't think I can say that issue. No, say anchor or morning topics. We close it down for now. But any you crown NDC MPPSM. Excuse me for that word. Because Nepano traditionally, he's coming from a family. We are all coming from families. It can be taken from different dimensions. But John Akofaban and the NDA. Then we come back to run the EC Parliament. And run the EC Parliament and say Ghana Youth Employment and Entrepreneurial Development Bill. JIDA Bill. JIDA. And Nandra Yedibam Rashebijo. But Usha, since our JIDA issues we buy, Usha NDC are not a kind of debate. So when people phone a JIDA no buy about Mudiba didn't provide a legal framework at Omudi. Say I'm legal framework and background a Juma Emmanuel. So it became a political debate. And allegations of corruptions and all those kind of things echo bam. And they say, oh, sign about yes, I be sana. Sir, recommendations are in the MPP for kind, the NDC for kind, and this woman acquire just a talking shop cake. And so far, NDC for DNA and MPP for DNA not exactly. Into this year now, says he said, dear, Yahoo will be an argument, you'll be a recommendation, Yakambuma, Yadikoye Juma Amanaye. Into Nandra, I mean, Chad, the Haruna Idris. In fact, Mia and Cassandra, I felt proud as a Ghanaian because Ushe, one of our youth, are only the discussion. Not coming from that legal framework now, what me I put to up. Was a lady the minister of Mudiaba Parliament seeking say we ni ajinkwana ebabe boagana youth na jida na. I became very happy. And is it sometimes in same BCC by a CIA na yemu bi wo ha we become disturbed. But Haruna Idrisu is one of our role models as young youth na. He said Yemikoshia John Wo in prior so I make and say you are one of the guys who can be the future. I say don't get here. Because I follow his analysis very well. So, and 2 years in the future, and the future
I see. Oh.
Yes, we have the men.
Yeah.
Clearly speaking, almost Ghana, a to the beer, ye kika ye and sembia enye. But who do we need to form now? We have them. And I will be no more to whom so say, a Jumano Yabeden. When they were taking Haruna from communication to labor, employment, and labor, is it what we didn't understand certain issues? Bin Mukrampo misconstruing, so it's a demotion. And one of us came to say, oh, there's a problem there he's going to solve. Clearly speaking, Enra Omani there, they say he's going to reform the Employment and Labor Relations Ministry. And clearly speaking, Minya, Usha Nra Ebaya ye debate ya, and I like the way the debate went. Obia and vote against it. But it was a heated debate because Usha insist no be one. Minya no me so you better get fancy ka eti common fancy ka eti we no sika na dia koye. It was part of the thinking.
So sum up. So JIDA now benefits from the statutory.
It is going to be part of the civil service.
JIDA.
Yes. Going to have a structure of that sort. Inti enkoye say we ba na wakoye ni ope. And it's going to be controlled by a legal framework. Won't mean sorry. Na ikaza utuna house you. Say Crampo, youth in this, youth in that, youth
in bicycle ride.
Oh, clearly speaking, John, those problems.
Yes,
youth in grass cutter.
This is fantastic.
Exactly, we can't run away from the fact that we see it. And now, Jida, clearly speaking, oh, David.
Youth in Galamsey. 2011, on Fanipa 2,000. 2012, on Fanipa 3,000.
But yeah, the woman is saying, it's many number could be a P or Simon. Simply because Usha Nanka, a woman say, clearly speaking, Ghanaian youth will never forgive NDC government as a whole. If Yanye sa legal framework we are you to know better, we can engage the youth going forward. Now you better now I can say yeah the JIDA debate sa akopim say you better 2016.
Okay,
you can do that.
All right.
It's in Rwanda, I mean Chad, and I have the report here.
Good.
You me call grandpa organizer.
Because
and now recommendations be by now recommendations by now clearly. Usha recommendations are Nra omudi baya. Almost yen say youth employment JIDA agency enkoye juma outside ni legal framework omudi amana say me na meye
na omusika omudi no mo eno so mo de ba say monje
ni nyina already report na ni nyina e wo
say mo beje da ben
JIDA na o de read the report no JIDA na be chere say memni da na akwese da ye be kwa JIDA
sika musika will be
all special interest that desire to take
what the recommendations
say meje 140 million
1760 ayo text message na
usha ebinum si ye ntwen na ye ngiji sika na sana ya ye use the be you to know
enkoye ni man
and better say mo state say sika mo ashada mo de ama
yeah the o aka yeah the back
bra ewi for no so now mo ni o mantena say oh no
that's exactly
no
but that's exactly what it is.
I join national organizer
establish chrono and now what the chrono.
Oh no but the JIDA report says
no okay, some of the text messages about who should benefit from the national cake. Is it our hard-working farmers or our greedy politicians? Commanders, may God bless you and Marcos, you are new to the program. I am people like Adom TV so much. May you live long life to help Ghanaians. Aiko Boy George, Deputy Organizer, MPP, Esunafo North. And good morning to you all. Our politicians may not enjoy this Xmas after making us suffer this time in Ghana's youth. Another one gets to ask President Mahama, which courts are they? Is it Ghana or Dubai court? Stigma. And anyway, but good morning. In fact, Ghanaians should think about what General Mensa said, seriously, all pastors should go on their knees for Ghana. We love Ghana. From King George, Sefi Debisu. NDC is saying President Mahama's personality has another 4 years. What kind of story is this? There are 2 terms in office. Is ending in 2016. Isaac Obechim at the Chemna. But my name, I want to know if Sefi is part of Ghana. From King George, Sefi Debisu Nodiaba. And come now, tell me why is James speaking on politics and lies, but not reality? Another one says, my name, Mahama and Setekpe have made university education. It's not true. They claim that the freeze on employment does not include health and education. It's pure propaganda by Setekpe. I have teachers certificate A and BSc nursing degree and 4 kids, but no job. Please, Mahama, graduates and the youth are aggrieved with your propaganda freeze on employment policy and administration. I am calling on every student to campaign against Mahama so that we can also have our share of the national cake after 30 years of long schooling. Martin Olegonedeba. Well said, DSP. A reflection of Ghanaian situation shows that we want shortcuts and prepare to give tokens, which is termed bribe, even in our institutions. Passengers will not complain because they are in a hurry. We should all join the crusade to save lives and help Mother Ghana. John, what will be your honor? Huh? And then President Mahama and the NDC have no respect for farmers in this country. Joy, daddy bitters, and tea rules for farmers. This is too insulting. Nachu from Asankregwa and Adema. Oh, MPP, where are you? The NDC is destroying this nation with corruption and mismanagement. Danovan from Asankregwa and Adema. Please tell the DSP to instruct his men to be more vigilant on Trifu Praso Cape Coast drivers on the excessive speed and overtaking on the road. From R. Nadiwaba. And please, I need John Bodu's number. Yusuf Amono, MPP party agent, Elubo, and on also the way Atum Abba. Okay, so we'll text message line on 1760 now their brain. There's Jajibre Akinkai Ediama. A deputy minister of communications, Felix Kwachi Ofosu, has described as deeply embarrassing Nana Akufo-Addo's gaffe on the cost of the Kaswa Interchange project. Nana Akufo-Addo at the second Ali Mahama Memorial Lecture challenged the figures quoted by government and advised President John Dramani Mahama to re-evaluate the project cost through an open tender. Nana said he strongly believed that the price of $172 million was inflated by government. He said, and I quote, "I accept that the government is not building an ordinary interchange. But as I have said, many have expressed deep anxieties about the cost, and it is definitely one of the things leading to the perception of corruption in government." However, in a post on his Facebook page, Mr. Ofosu Kwachi said the new Patriotic Party's 2016 presidential candidate's abject failure to check with his party's MPs who approved the loan agreement for the project before making the false claim that the contract sum was inflated reveals a troubling lack of thoroughness and attention to detail, which is hardly the stuff that presidents are made. Quotation: "On any day, President Mahama trumps Mr. Akufo-Addo. Mr. Akufo-Addo's high-profile gaffe on the Kaswa Interchange project must be deeply embarrassing for his followers." Unquote. That's Felix Kwachi Ofosu. John, national organizer, you are not in touch with members of parliament representing the minority or your party, to the extent that, as a deputy minister of communication will say, that what your flag bearer, Ayeno, is quite embarrassing.
Sometimes I am say no. Senganya Facebook and Nipano status yung border to comment. Go a man Nipano Jane say what can be. Now also a comment. Parliament is representing all of us. It does not prevent anybody from commenting on a Niema Omunina Po Ajatum. Who's a far paper? I saw something in it. So Uzomoye no Omunina Ajitum. and I'm going to comment on it. That's how societies are built. Parliament ejitumu say omokoji China loan over $3 billion. Irrespective of the argument that went back and forth, it was accepted by Parliament. And some of us at that time saw say, I did we won Air 419 because we terms and conditions a womb. Na sika no nyam fa ma wa sign who contract who tia who interest and so one kasa the terms of contract was said that what the project no kwa the obo obisia no be evaluate your project no wajiatum wa bo obisia sika no so wo it did say sika no enyam ba ya utia interest no it do the project kono so on dia still utia interest no. The Parliament accepted it. You understand? It is at any moment in time as citizens of our country, whether a flag bearer or whoever, or what right, irrespective of what Parliament has done. It is a big minister, church away or Facebook. I think that you don't deserve comments, but when you're a minister, you're trying to with CKD, no say you're commenting. I say no anything. Nana do down kwa kufado. Na oye main speaker for Aliu Mama second memorial lecture. First of all, Obo Aban Abaso for saying say sanitation day no yede ama yede ato Aliu Mama. Kwache fusu otiye no. Kwache fusu otiye no. Secondly, osan Obo Aban Abaso, irrespective of the debate and the insincerity on the part of government about the need for us to have a free SHS system. Nembwa yenkwara sebi nyame bibi anko di omu parents in same nuntino many of them fall back I want to go school no. And then if say NDC grand gin to mu the whole said the year per se year for all SHS now. At least some idea to say day students there they are going to take care of them, which is a plus. Shame a woman. You can't be on NSA. A strange kakra. For only 6-7 years, a car a day as of mine, arising from 9.5 billion Ghana cedis to over 70 billion. In other words, Jessica over $27 billion. Akayeka. Now, Dr. Baumia raises our issue no. Abayan kasa ye budget no. On my list of projects ye this sikana aye. Strangely enough no, Dr. Baumia keka list of projects ni boom no. Sikana ni project omo kai ni nyina no cry. E be say $3.5 billion. Enti diaka no e wa himfa. Eno na do dan kwa Akufo-Addo. E call further to raise issues about some of the niema yesi yaye no. Ene ne buo no imprebebre no. Ana ne buo no e ko doso saying the actual cost.
What does that mean? Seek to achieve with that?
Train, mami ka bibi nchiro. Kana ya abo ato onye me ne onyina ne becha. Nti e wa ban na true GIDA report waka kire en say about 90% of difficulties nya wa GIDA mu nyina is as a result say yanko proper open tender system. Yeni na so sourcing.
The agency of the situation determines.
The agency who person here youth in grass cutter rearing no the agency wa himfa. Youth in galamsey. Ano agency wa himfa. Ye ko dia ye ko nya guinea fowls. Agency wa ene fa eno ye ntumi antrase open tender. Company kra ko yes ye ko dua ndua no. Company no the object of operation construction. In the company ankasa need legal backing to have gone into the business for which the money was advanced to. These are difficulties, challenges. Aunia na GIDA report akase RLG and refunded 140 million for fraudulent payments to them. I know na make a brave winner na on tia no. Am buying any the or the fraud akọji esika no. Any na akọtena dem say onti esika ne back. Now for about 2 years we are only 14.5 million out of 140 million. Man, no minister for deputy minister for Atani Delali. Eye ne da mo atro press conference I stated say we are 14.5. Me wa sika ye koji ya obeji sa sika no. Ye koji no through treasury bill with an interest rate not less than 25%. Ah ye tia sa sika no ehoka. Na kobrane agi sika no fraudulently. Ade oso ode be your fan ye. Sa aban fa na nkoko say brother ewi. Nti ye na tra dem. Say ontua sika no back a ontua. Based on this na do dan kwa kufu ka say. Kaso interchange aye ka ho asem. The actual interchange no e be say $32 million.
Additions no say money.
Nyabutre. The actual interchange no e $32 million. Na ho nkomi osi esi toilet ha, yesi school ha, ye we ha, akabo makoye $172 million. Now a loan agreement. You see, sometimes you see the pettiness of our politics allow people like Kwachi and Co to be saying all kinds of things. Yeah, okay, loan agreement. Me this all loan agreement. And with my friend, your friend or another as any loan commercial. You see the kind of politics we are doing. Loan agreement interest rate terms of payment. Your company now ebe or no kwaji loan obe. Unim say insurance. Political risk. Un say hano because say honorable member of parliament. Yeah, cry na. You see, because say your rating it reduces from B plus. This year will B minus. Into every international business so one negotiating we will be a friend political risk out here. Can you imagine say as part of this deal a man require $172 million you insurance of $12.5 million for political risk insurance. We are insuring Sikano any repayment in an insurance company. Na say insurance company na agi sika no wo mo unim say sa insurance no omo aye kwaji sika no wo mo ho no na ye san bo besia wo mo ho e dia kotua insurance no
contract specification details.
Yes, member of parliament me didn't try over catch no omo aye bo besia wo mo ho na omo ko si sa ade no omo ye sa Brazil for ya omo si ade wo friend say second higher insurance I was no company na ebeye ade na ye ni nyina ebeye no ye go be $12.5 million from them to pay insurance as part of we no na ye $172 million and we tin anado ka say based on young Kasaya experiences over the years.
For parliament.
One to say Eslausu, any Afrinyo marking, a committee of the whole no. Almost raise the issue say within 2 days. Now what the best say loans best are in 400.
I saw now.
No. Almost the loans be agreement be go almost.
You need to take time to study each.
It's so they complain say. Because of the shortness of times and the quantum and the content of what they have to discuss within 2 days, no, you have more time and kebebwa.
Whose interest now?
And I'm telling you, look, if you look at financing arrangements, on the average, you say loan I am in 19 hours loan now. You make so you LIBOR rate. You can LIBOR rate London Interbank exchange rates. I am normal. Average interest rate across the world. So na me channel. You were acquire fast so arrangement fee. You will acquire fast so facilitation fee. We shall way into details. Almost all. Look, arrangement fee across the world is around 0. At this time, no cost of loans are down. Since your LIBOR dabes is 0.5%. We are LIBOR plus 4.7%. Loans are there where I hear. Loans me know one contract $32 million for interchange and another say 172. Another 150 something for the other ancillary. Can you imagine?
Loan, the same project.
The same project. Now with different interest rates. Baku of 4.7% interest rate, Baku of 5.7% interest
FR Parliament.
The same FR Parliament. You understand? So these are the issues, sir. Minka say ebiomo any dahon and a firm.
Okay.
But these are issues, sir. Say omunya time and a omu shemuye. Eyomu due diligence. Inka ebi ebeboa. More so where adieno so source.
Okay, so Nanado was on point.
Clearly on point. And look, you see, the behavior of the NDC sometimes, see, the arrogance has risen so high, say. Omune to me try Nanado, they are on can. The one say, oh, platform now, which is the Nissan Kakan way. What kind of arrogance is this?
But they can suggest.
They can suggest.
But there's a platform.
Now, the said the third memorial lecture, you know. You have a topic, you have from no mama topic. Now, mama trot. Am I? Dear Yanka, me na me read this away now.
All right, John, get that CP.
Tell the America, me say me, and I'm a kind.
Oh.
Yo, me know my name say John. I can't send be but even topic out the man John. I'm say John be organizer was kakra. I want you to John dia ko fa baby ko fa jida. Even waja topic no DBT jida report. As a matter of fact, John, and then you've not been fair to us.
Said
question I will be sound, and then we are now be sound. Question Fusu, or your deputy minister of the country. Say, wow, when me be ya, we did this the deputy minister of communication, or information and communication, ya kambu. See, one in charge of information and one in charge of communication. And they say, Kwetio Nanadu Kasa, na Kwetio Fusu Kasa, you should expect the government is speaking. Kwetio Fusu Ame Kasa just because of an ordinary Evia Ekutano. And a person like, let me talk, whether on Facebook or wherever, when Kwetio Fusu, he's speaking as a deputy minister. That one there, that's how you have to take it. And say, a democracy no bekon kaya. You shouldn't expect to say, Okasa ya na ya jao. Then how can be mamin can be a mambo?
But you also shouldn't expect that also can try as well.
Clearly, and that is why we are me way you know so. That is why when Kwacho Fosu or Kasa and Nanka response to Amba, then people believe oh, the Anadu Kano, no do. And you don't expect to say the Anadu Beka just because it's a presidential candidate, no credit.
That's not true.
He's a human being.
Nobody is saying so.
Exactly. And I say Uba. Wow, your man yourself no. I could dream peppers so be like me to me. We shouldn't go there. Why should even Kwacho Fosu refer Nanado it to his members of parliament? It tells you the unity and the consensus we have in parliament. And likely on your part, Uko Mrashebedemu the committee on roads and transport, the most outstanding member in that committee. You have a standing I'm talking in terms of exactly. I'm talking in terms of institutional memory and experience. Who are former Ashanti Regional Director of Roads and Highways in Parliament. Honorable Osu Adom. He's the ranking member.
See this kind of your friend is saying.
Honorable
Akoto say. Honorable Akoto say.
John Kasamankasa.
I'm surprised about.
I gave you that. So did you want me to?
Honorable,
you see,
honorable questions.
Honorable questions. Baby, I drew no. Excuse me to say, when people see Mini John, I was stadium, they expect to get the best. Until now, Kasano, I gave him the chance to.
That is very true.
Oh, Kasa, speakers, you. Interjections necessary for the moment debate no flow. But debate no flow no interest say me can ni ini. They make end ya okay, so also Adom me one of Oya Ashanti regional former director ministry road and highways and Oya engineer of high repeat or consultant. And as a bar because of the fact say yeah consensus nti. Yenjai Emma even a committee ya in leadership ye respect you pa because hardly pass ombenya omudi report to be beba omudi buy anom ka say we just by majority decision and I say we just by this before so no money ministry is now link ayo proper oversight when the ministry people are coming to parliament they also prepare they also want to say adia ye di koi committee ye kwa share omu omu wo nipa bi no omu free emu na ye den ko enti bibia wo ha bia omu ye den omu nim and by engineering practice no wa unim say they have a fixed rate for every kilometer of road. This is not the first one we are going to do. Enti clearly speaking say ufa report now omu wo na now we share the actual figure na omu di koye sa kaswa Interchange it's not 172 million. It's unfortunate you didn't tell us that we were coming to debate this. I have the report. Me wo. Ye ba that recess na ye ko fia mo frɛ my buy no. That's why we came to do it. And na omudi buy no so because no enya issues that are because omudi kan ye and sometimes they work overnight. So as to whether Parliament had enough time or Parliament did not have enough time, do not come in here. Is the cost 172 million for Kaswa Interchange?
Is it?
It is not.
What is the cost?
It's about 160 million or so.
Oh, please.
I'm telling you, don't for sure.
It's not true.
And I will get the wrong.
Me documents and
me work.
You see, sometimes you see where you are getting it wrong.
Me work. Me work. Don't say me work. And if you wouldn't mind, arrange me John. I mean for documents.
No problem.
Exactly. If you wouldn't mind, I am debate. It is not. And I mean. Me, if it is 172, no, do cast 172. I wouldn't come and sit here and say Nana is a lie. It's lie. And I mean, can say the issue is not as to whether he's lying or he's not lying. Almost say one consult to the minister.
Nana is calling for re-evaluation.
One consult to the MPs. That is your statement, I would mind.
But the point is that
is it.
But if he did not, okay, what statement leading to the Nado? I say, and Nunti Patrol, let me quote specifically. But as I have said, many have expressed deep anxieties about the cost, and it is definitely one of the things leading to the perception of corruption.
Yes, perception of corruption all come. And I hear catcher and say,
what is wrong with that?
Coming from where Nanado is coming from. So Nanado consult to the MPs on the committee of roads and transport. Like he wouldn't count this statement. Exactly. That is my point. And also, for example, they would have given him the breakdown.
What breakdown?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mubaya no mukase Kaswa Interchange 160 million. No. Ukwa, they have the break. And not just one report, a finance for the financial aspect. Now, roads and transport fund, the west aspect, the engineering aspect. 1 kilometer, you say, 2 kilometers, you say, 3 kilometers. And Sana, exactly. They don't just give it to the finance committee will do their financial aspect. In Tinyasa, you're quite that's what I'm telling you. Arrange na yamfa documents numra e ba na try media and secondly clearly speaking say udi enoso to nche a committee sometimes even and I love the way they work. Sometimes even the chairman can give the ubekona committee na juma na eso mu ye ni nyina no na because of transparency na documents ni nyina wo ranking member no look at when you see wo. So if you say bibi woman
The ranking member will not agree.
Yeah, exactly. And you see, engineers for sometimes will be or rising through baby.
Uncompromising.
They will not compromise. It's one thing. That's one thing I may pay papa no. It is a chairman no honorable Bampon. Tete Chai vice chairman. You will agree that Tete Chai is engineer. Honorable Bampon is engineer. But they are in the Roads and Transport Committee, Roads and Highways Committee. Inti also a deal me now MPP, only engineer, as a consultant in terms of civil engineer. Inti a bad documents and the documents way in our brow. Now we hear me na figure and say this figure is 172. Now the coordinate but not at a figure near 172. What do you expect Kwacho to say?
Okay, I get your point.
All right. And I'm happy the way it is going. The truth will come out when you make all of her to bring all the documents. In Tabema Ghana for so many are anxious because of this and this and that. I'm not disregarding it. It's a call in the right direction.
John, just a word.
Just a word.
John new word. John young call the
one problem. What's your kind in on can be there? Because so far the Omukrano and the actual estimate too. Besides the actual estimate.
Actual estimate no way.
Who bizarre?
That's what
let's
bring the actual document. Both finance form any host form. I have the document.
Okay.
You understand?
So that's it.
Document. Documents.
My Kinka send your text message, sir.
Make us a crowd documents.
Let me bring only documents. You are just here 172.
Some of your text messages are Abba. Why don't you call Kwesi Pratt Jr. and NDC members to your program? Radikoka are two men I really admire in the NDC. No wonder Ahmed is an elder of my church. As for John Bodu, he's already my man. JB, can I get your contact? Kwame from Cape Coast. Good morning. This is the first time Navrongo is going to experience a road safety campaign program organized by Navrongo Police, sponsored by Ma Wombs Limited. Thank you. I like John Bodu, but must be careful on Atamil's case. And unpaid teachers are angry. We are going to see how students are going to pass their certificate exams. Hey, a thank you message for me. God bless you. Coming from Kofi Potofi will win the chairmanship race. Through that, NDC will win massively in Eastern Region 2016 general elections. Another one getting through here says that, good morning. I thank the government for legalizing JIDA. I think this will bring hope to the youth. From Michael Asa of Sefi Mafia. And please, I'd like you to one day pay Kojo Chumbo, bring Kojo Chumbo and John Bodu on your show. One of these is regards from Prestia, Joe Prestia.
Kojo Chumbo,
we have elders and good thinking people in the NDC. The president and others are talking about discipline, yet ministers responding to issues use abusive language and still hold on to their positions. Is this the better Ghana? One day, my children will insult Ofosu Kwachi when he is over 50 years. Ato income.
That's what he's looking for.
Are you going to allow John Bodu to lecture us this morning? Then why did you invite Ahmed for your Joshua and Odiwe so Abba? Okay, so that's the point. Unfortunately, we better wrap up. Your other but we can wrap up on this TEF4. I don't want us to wrap up on the TEF4. Okay, final words. Yes. Oh. Unfortunately,
final words.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
The final words. President
that's what he's choosing to say.
Final words. President
what's a report, Babo?
Report.
You're not satisfied.
There's no report whatsoever. Sir, Penyanjan will tape recording of Omwa in Sawa Sadet, and it is a matter. Omo Congress in Time. Okay. We will come back to it. There can't be a Ghana gas for assembly. You see, my problem really is that Yakache says gas by 2020 NASA. And not just say the costs involved in putting it up. Any revenues are being also to be covered within this very short time. But frightening things if it's Ghana. Once initially, and no be only a Ghana gas, you know, say $600 million. I could do over $1 billion. Sign up per almost the other parliament. As we speak now, Jomu they decided Makoto way me the way I can way, Makoto way me the way I can, Makoto way. Omo ya de no mo nyanwie parliament abeka say ye de ni nyina koma GMPC. Ghana gas for say omo nya letter ba ko cry say omo you can see the confusion. Okay. And nothing na omo dunzo be end 2013. Ebe ye say because the real issues like Yakubu put it yesterday. Say Ghana no na ubon kro.
Okay, John, national organizer with us MPP. Oh,
you mean na me pese me kan. Yo unze osan bisa no wasan papa ya boat ni jan. Yo usro na.
Oh, Fanny said it's true no.
Because who started ya boat ni jan. Yes, you wrap up ya boat ni jan.
Me say Fanny sa.
Baby John Mayenko.
Because president mo amose mo drop
Mayenko
of how the president died.
But thinking of containing ya boat ni jan kwa na say. Yes, you wrap up on the issue.
You have an idea.
But clearly speaking,
you have an idea of the reporter cover the president's death or not. You have an idea.
Yeah, I'm the president Ninuya Eba out. Yeah, Ninuya Eba out. Nebusian, he came out. Exactly. Inti, and honestly, Nebusian, and of course of death and all those Nebusian for Naya, so I cannot challenge the Nebusian for Becca.
Okay, all right.
Then coming to this our issue, I'm saying Rokubrobe Ekasai. And I'm somebody, Nipa Binum to say Dr. Rokubrobe Ekasai. We have to listen carefully. But near all canon. He was speaking as a statesman. And Ninsem all kinds of even cutting power from industry and giving to for domestic use. Clearly speaking, and no, they are not all kind of as a government. By coming to GMPC, Ghana gas for issue, or my and yet as someone say serious. And clearly speaking, because Dr. Sefayanki Wayade, looking from where he's coming from. Ghana gas we be enye ndi say kwa say ade na koye ye wie na say me ma beye mi bia na onyanwie bia na bibi wo mu a odiba you may not know nti shift taking up to GMPs no one take over for GMPs no one it may bring other issues. Okay. In the matter say us sitting from where I'm sitting in the nkaye ntwentwen so
Ahmed Ibrahim banda ma shiwe ni me da se but
coup d'etat.
Enye coup d'etat. But you had an president statement. Otutu abo ko park.
Kwesibo chede bae.
Ana otutu abo ko park.
We see coup d'etat.
Enye ko na otu unioma tu nyina otutu abo.
Ya thank you to. Say niama o say me call outside niama abano doors. So there is
okay. So that's it. Yeah, the way the baby if we celebrate copy himself he be ko na we we a member of parliament, we a politician, businessman, we a sukuni. We dwedini adwuma bia wo ye bia no make sure say obafro ka kwasra papa o ma monana entini nyina say ye hwe si ebejai enkwanhia wodo a esisi wo yakwan so titiri afi ko na wiye ye nyina enye good ambassadors na yanka ho asem speak up say oti hyenmu na hwe miriketuo ni si de ka bossa ho no enkoyi a na wakasa if one kasa oti ho a eyiboni we de one hwe ya ne beka akotonyo mo kwa ya sa na aba o ya mpese bibia sa besi adope ye danyame ase enu aba akosi asafo akantimpo so na iti nkwa anya sa nka se de kana ahemachi nke ati asempa ntino mo ma enda nyame ase nya ahwe yi e o yakwa so kasa access esi kwam na omde tai asisi ho se omde bo ho kwan sa anya reflect ntino ha dwen nyame nkwa anka ne no ahemachi oba adwuma nke tifa so a kaba na akwensempi yada nyame ase so abon ho ba medo man ne kwamna santi akosi asafo akantimpo the only international kantimpo na afi odin komododo na atwa so e de ama John na opeju enda ko ne I don't want akosi ada
me wona cha masafe na
okay yako